Every fortnight on a Friday we go to a group outside of school. All our young carers meet up and it gives us a chance to relax.
The clapper for
Yes,
Instagram.
the clapper.
You can do the clapper.
When can we go?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Interview 1.
Yeah.
So I'm Pip, I'm 22.
I'm Caitlin, I'm 20.
And we care for our mum and our dad.
Our mum has MS and our dad has lymphedema and blood clots on his lungs.
And what does that look like for you as carers?
I think it means we have to do a lot of things around the house because they're not physically able to do a lot of things. There you go.
What about medical appointments and things like that?
Mum relies on her to take, to actually go to appointments because she can't go without her.
So she needs some assistance from you, Kate?
Yeah.
Okay. And how does that feel for you? Is it putting a lot of pressure on you or?
It puts pressure on me because I have to make sure that I have the day off work or that it's made when I don't have work. So
I'm a lot more confident now than I was a long time ago. I think, yeah, being a young carer has given me a lot of confidence and a lot of skills that I use in day-to-day life that I wouldn't necessarily have had if I wasn't a young carer. I'm quite good at finances and I'm quite good at knowing what I need to buy from shopping, how much I need to buy, that sort of thing.
it's given me confidence. I can do things with sass and energy.
What's the most challenging thing about being a young adult carer?
I personally say organisation and time management, because you might make a plan but then it can change suddenly at the last minute and you can't really stop that from happening. You've got to work around it, sort of thing.
I wouldn't have had friends if I didn't have young carers.
So how long have you worked with Glossier and carers?
I think we first got involved about 14 years ago.
It's pretty incredible, right?
Yeah.
So how old were you when you joined?
I think it makes me 8 and you were 6.
I was 6, yeah.
Wow, okay, so really young. Do you remember joining?
Yes.
No.
What was it like? What do you remember, Kate?
It was really fun, but there was all the the seniors there, and they made sure we had a fun day. So.
And what different types of support have you had over the years from Glossier and carers?
We do a lot of activities. There's also one-to-one support available.
What's been your favourite activities?
I have a top 3. So there's residentials we went on because they were just really fun. It was like a holiday. We did a day at the lake where I learned how to paddleboard because I didn't think I'd ever do that. And then we rode a boat along the canal and we had fun in the museum. Yeah.
I'd probably say the newsletter is probably the most fun thing I've done, mainly because I think being part of the newsletter sort of got me interested in the media and journalism, and that's got me interested in and sort of helped me to figure out what I want to do in the future, because I want to go into film production and photography, so sort of set off a career path for me.
And what's the best bit for you about being in a group or going on an activity or residential?
I think going on those sorts of things, it's good because yeah, you get a break, but you're also with people who might not necessarily have the same situation as you, but they definitely understand what you're going through, or they can relate in some way like that, and it really helps.
So have you both gained friendships from being with young carers?
Yeah.
That have lasted 14 years?
I've made some friends that I regularly see outside of young carers, which we're best friends, so yeah.
Can you describe how being part of Glossier Young Carers has helped you?
It's given me loads of confidence to do what I believe I can do. So it's I've taken it into work, so I'm one of the really youngest supervisors they've ever had. So I can do that with the confidence that I've gained.
Can you tell us about the importance of those relationships with other young carers and that support within the young carer community?
I think it's important because you can get support from other places, it is out there, but nobody's really gonna understand what you're going through other than another young carer. They get it a lot better than somebody who's been taught to understand it, sort of thing.
Why do you think it's significant for young carers to spend time with other young carers?
because you just kind of get each other, like whether you know what people are going through or not, you never judge them. It's like the number one rule of being a young carer, you never judge people.
Do you have any messages for other young people who might not see themselves as young carers who are watching this video?
Just go for it and do anything, because like if you don't do anything, you might miss a really fun opportunity.
And what about for young people who might be a bit anxious about getting support? What would you say to them?
They're not scary. They're really nice and friendly.
No one's going to judge you.
Tell me about those activities you did on a residential that made you nervous.
Okay, well, I don't like heights, and we went rock climbing, and like I got so far up the wall, I was freaking out, didn't want to look down. I was like, no, I need to stop. But my friends sort of encouraged me to keep going, and I eventually made it even higher up the wall. Didn't make it to the top, but I made it higher than I would have, which was really good for me. And then there was another time on a different residential. I have a fear of chickens, and we were picking eggs in the morning to have for breakfast, and everybody else had pretty much gone in, picked out an egg, and I was just going to stay outside, like being freaked out by the chickens. And I got encouraged to, just go in, even if I didn't bring anything out, just try it. I went inside the chicken coop eventually, and I found a blue chicken egg, which even the farmer didn't know where it had come from, which was kind of amazing. And yeah, so I mean, I've conquered like 2 fears on 2 separate residentials, which was really cool. Yeah.
How does that make you feel when you think back?
Really proud, to be honest. Like, if it had just been me and none of my friends there, I probably wouldn't have even gone anywhere close to conquering those fears, but they're really supportive.
And tell me about what you want in your future. What can you see for your future?
So I'm hopefully going to uni. Well, I'm going to uni in September to do film production, and I want to work as like a cinematographer kind of person, but also do my photography alongside that, and maybe have my own company one day.
Amazing. What about you, Kate?
I want to own a farm with loads of cats. Yeah, I want to make a cattery.
Rescue cat.
Yeah, just any cat.